Hi, second graders. Welcome to day 3 of TextFeatures. I'm Mrs. Robertson from Westover Hills Elementary. Let's go ahead and start our lesson. So I want you to pause the video and I want you to get your reading responses from yesterday. Okay, you back? All right, let's go over these together. So the first thing you had to do was to read chapter 2. And after you read chapter 2, you had to draw a picture of a butterfly. And then you had to write 3 facts you learned from chapter 2. Can you hold your butterflies up to the screen for me? Let me see how beautiful they are. Wow, look at all those amazing colors. You guys did such a great job coloring your butterflies. Now read me one fact that you learned about butterflies from the reading yesterday. Excellent work. You guys are so smart. All right. For reading response 2, you had to preview chapter 3 using TextFeatures, and you had to fill out this chart. So, what is the title of the chapter? Who can read that for me? Go ahead. That's right. What are butterflies like? Then you had to list any bold words or italicized words. Can you read those to me? Abdomen, thorax, antenna. Good job. What did you see a picture of? That's right. It was a picture of a butterfly. And what was happening in that picture? That's right. You had to read the caption to figure that out. The butterfly is sipping nectar from a flower. Then you had to complete this sentence. My purpose for reading chapter 3 is, and I said to learn about the body parts of a butterfly. What's your purpose for reading chapter 3? Read me that sentence. Great, good job. Okay, so let's look at today's learning target. I can use TextFeatures to preview the text and make a prediction about the text. So we're going to practice previewing the text using TextFeatures again, but this time we're going to make a prediction about the text. You're going to need paper and pencil, so go ahead and you can pause the video while you get those supplies together. Okay, you ready? All right, let's get started. So we've been reviewing TextFeatures for the last 2 days, so to make it a little bit more fun, I'm going to play a vocabulary video for you.
Leo here just found out he has to do a report on sloths. He checks out a non-fiction book. The title is All About Sloths. This is a little bit different from the fiction books that he's been reading. It's got all these text features. Those are the things that draw his eye to important information and help him understand all the interesting facts. Leo's gonna use those text features to find his way around the text. Yo, Leo opens the book. It looks like nonsense till he looks in the front for the table of contents. It's nothing like the table in his kitchen. It lists big topics with a short description. Leo sees chapter 2 is called Sloth Habitats. Starts on page 15. He flips to that at the top of the page. Just as expected, it says Sloth Habitats in very big letters. That's called a heading. It helps him figure out what this section of the book is all about. There are subheadings too. The chapter's divided by smaller headings like trees and climate. Leo sees a picture that makes him laugh. A sloth hanging from a branch, that's a photograph. It was taken with a camera, put in the book to show us how a sloth really looks. Underneath the photo, there's a quick description. That's a caption. It tells you what's in the picture. Leo starts to wonder, what's a sloth diet? There's a text feature that'll help him find it. It's called the index. All topics of importance are listed in the back in ABC order. Leo spots diet, that was easy to find. It's on pages 7 through 9.
Feeling lost in the book that's nonfiction? Text features will point you in the right direction. The captain has a compass, the pilot has a map. You can use text features to find facts. Feeling lost in the book that's nonfiction? Text features will point you in the right direction. The captain has a compass, the pilot has a map. You can use text features to find facts.
Leo keeps reading, it's making him think. He sees that some species of sloths are extinct. Extinct is bold. What's up with that word? It's bold because it's something new to learn. It could be italicized or underlined. Want to know what it means? It's easy to find. In the back of the book, there's something called a glossary, where new words are defined properly. It's an ABC order. Leo looks through the list. He sees extinct means it no longer exists. Now he's flipping through the pages. Hang on, man. He spots a cool image called a diagram. That's a picture that shows different parts of something. So Leo knows how it works, how it functions. There are labels that point out different parts, like stomach, lungs, and his loving heart. This table compares sloths to giraffes. We can also compare with a chart or a graph. These are visual ways of organizing data. So long, sloth. We'll see you later. Peace out. I said we'll see you later. I forgot how slow these guys are.
Feeling lost in the book that's nonfiction? Text features will point you in the right direction. The captain has a compass, the pilot has a map. You can use text features to find facts. Feeling lost in the book that's nonfiction? Text features will point you in the right direction. The captain has a compass, the pilot has a map. You can use text features to find facts.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that video as a quick review of text features. So let's just review why text features are important. Authors use text features to organize the information in a text, which helps us, the readers, find information more quickly so we know exactly which section we need to go to. They provide more information, so you can read the captions to get more information. Your glossary gives you definitions. The pictures help us visualize the information, activate your prior knowledge. So text features help you think about, what do I already know about this subject or this topic? Set a purpose for reading. And we practiced that yesterday when we went over at the beginning of this lesson, how to set a purpose for reading. What's the reason you're reading this text? Text features help us identify the main idea, the main topic of a selection, and they help us make predictions. And we're going to work on that today, using text features to help us make a prediction about the text. So let's review how to preview the text so that we can get started. First, you read the title, and then the table of contents. You read the headings. You look for those italicized or bold words. We look at the graphics, the photographs, the illustrations, the maps, the diagrams, and we read the captions that are next to each one of those graphics. When you make a prediction, you use the information from the text to make an educated guess about what's going to happen in the story before you read it. So we take those text features, we preview them, we think about what they're telling us, and then we're going to make a prediction about what the text is going to be about. Is it okay if my prediction isn't right? It is, because if I make a prediction and I start reading it, I can revise that prediction. We're just making a guess what we think it's going to be about, or what we think is going to happen next. What do we think we're going to learn? It's just an educated guess. So let's practice making a prediction. So what we're going to do is we're going to look through chapter 3 and we're going to look at those text features. Then I'm going to take the information from chapter 3's text features And I'm going to make a prediction about what I'm going to learn about today. So let's look at these text features. I'm going to go back to the beginning first so that we can look at the title of the book, Where Did the Caterpillar Go? We're going to review the table of contents. I know there are 4 chapters. It also tells me, if I look on page 22, how to make a butterfly feeder. It tells me the glossary is on page 23. But we know we're going to focus on chapter 3 today. What are butterflies like? So I'm going to turn to page 14 in the text. And here's the heading, the name of the chapter. What are butterflies like? And if I'm looking at this page, I see 2 bold print words, abdomen and thorax. And then I'm going to look, here's a picture of a butterfly on a flower. And the caption says, butterflies can be very brightly colored. And it is bright. Look at that orange. Look how bright and beautiful that is. We turn the page, there's another bold word, antenna, and then there's another picture of a butterfly on a flower. And the caption says, a butterfly uses its long tongue to sip nectar from a flower. So this is telling us how butterflies drink nectar from flowers. That's the end of chapter 4. So if I go back to my PowerPoint, I have taken that and I have filled out this graphic organizer. So here I've recorded the title of the book, Where Did the Caterpillar Go? The heading of the chapter, What Are Butterflies Like? The bold words that I found in chapter 3, those are my vocabulary words. What other text feature clues do I see in this chapter? I see a picture of butterflies drinking nectar from flowers. So if I look at the title, I think about the vocabulary words, which are all body parts of butterflies. The photographs are describing and showing me how butterflies drink nectar from flowers. I'm going to put all this together to make my prediction. So I predict chapter 3 will be about the different parts of a butterfly's body and how butterflies use some of their body parts to survive. So that's my prediction. Do you want to make a prediction based off of this? What do you think chapter 3 is going to be about? Great. Let's read and see if our predictions are right. Can we confirm our predictions? So let's read chapter 3. Chapter 3. What are butterflies like? Most butterflies live for 2 or 3 weeks. Adult butterflies do not grow. They stay the same size their whole lives. Some butterflies are only as wide as a fingernail. Others are as big as a dinner plate. Butterflies are a type of insect. All insects have 6 legs. Insects have 3 body parts, abdomen, thorax, and head. The butterfly's long tail end is its abdomen. The thorax is in the middle. The legs and wings attach to the thorax. Butterfly wings are covered with tiny scales. The scales are brightly colored. They form pretty designs on the wings. Some colors and shapes on the wings keep butterflies safe. Dark circles can look like big eyes. Birds that want to eat the butterfly might be fooled by the circles. They might get scared away, and bright wings can be a warning. The flashy colors mean the butterfly tastes bad. It might even be poisonous. Birds see the colors and find a different snack. Butterflies have 2 antennae or feelers on their heads. They also have 2 eyes. Butterflies drink a sweet liquid they find inside flowers. The liquid is called nectar. Butterflies stick their long tongues into the flowers like a drinking straw. Sometimes they drink tree sap or juice from rotting fruit. When they are not using it, the tongue rolls up into a coil. So that's the end of chapter 3. So let's review Was my prediction correct? It was. So I was able to use those text features, make a prediction. When I read chapter 3, it did tell me about the body parts of a butterfly, and it told me some of the ways that they use their body parts or adaptations to survive. So now you get to practice. So let's review our learning target. I can use text features to preview the text and make a prediction about the text. So for your reading response today, you are going to read chapter 3. So you're going to go back, you can click on this link and read chapter 3. Then after you do that, you're going to have a reading response. And the first one is look at the pictures of butterflies on our wonder wall and write 3 questions you still have about butterflies. Then after you do that, you're going to preview chapter 4, and you can click on this to get to chapter 4. And complete the graphic organizer to make a prediction about chapter 4. So you're going to complete that same graphic organizer that I just did for chapter 3. And then remember, it's Teacher Appreciation Week. So we are going to send your teacher another message. Remember, that's optional. You don't have to do it. And then I have put 2 more activities on here for you that are optional activities. So you don't have to do these. I just think they'd be fun and you'll enjoy them. So let's take a closer look at our reading responses. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to reread chapter 3. And then after that, you're going to come here and you're going to look at these butterflies. This is their wonder wall. So we're going to look at these butterflies and we're going to start to wonder. What are some things you still wonder about butterflies? What are some things you still want to know? So you can either print this or on a sheet of paper. You can write, I wonder, and you can come up with 3 things you still wonder about butterflies. What are 3 things you still would like to learn about your butterflies? So you can either write it on this paper or you can print our screen. So that's reading response 1. For reading response 2, you're going to complete this graphic organizer like I did for chapter 3, but you're going to do it for chapter 4. So you're going to click on chapter 4. You're going to preview the text features. You're going to write the title of the book, the heading of chapter 4. You're going to list any bold or italicized words in the vocabulary box. And then you are going to describe any other text features. Remember, this is where I put the photograph of the butterfly drinking the nectar. Then you're going to think about what all of these text features mean, and you're going to write your prediction. You're going to say, I predict chapter 4 will be about, and write that prediction. So again, you can print this page, or you can just draw the graphic organizer on this paper. You can draw the boxes and you can fill it in on your own paper. Then our next one is for our wonderful, wonderful teachers to help them celebrate Teacher Appreciation Week. So we talked about what you loved being in their class. We talked about what the funniest thing was that happened in their class. So today's question is, what was your favorite thing that happened in class this year? Was it an activity you did? Was it a book your teacher read to you? Was it a book you read in your small group Got It reading group? What was the favorite thing that happened to you in class this year? So write a short message to your teacher describing your favorite moment in his or her class this year. And then again, you can get your parents to help you email the message to your teacher, or if your teacher has Class Dojo, you can send them the message on Class Dojo. All right, then for your optional activities. After you make your prediction about chapter 4, you can click on this link and you can read chapter 4. Was your prediction correct? Did it come true? Can you confirm it? Or do we need to go back and revise that prediction and just change it a little bit? So you can read chapter 4, just click here or on the picture. And again, this is optional, but I know you would probably like to finish the book. I know I'm going to read chapter 4. And then for the last one is you can do this activity on iReady. So if you click on this link, it's going to take you to this iReady website. And you all have your iReady account set up. You can get through Clever. So you're going to click on the link, then you're going to click Go. And this lesson is going to be about text features. So once you're here, you're going to click on this book.
I've been thinking, what would happen if rocks from space hit Earth? Let's read to find out.
Then once this starts glowing yellow, you're going to click there.
Watch out for asteroids by Stephen Leslie.
And this is going to give you a chance to read the book and answer questions about text features.
Before you read, do you know what space is? If you know, tap the picture that shows what space is. If you don't know, tap the question mark to learn more.
So this is asking me, do I know what space is? So I'm going to click my answer, and then I'm going to click done.
Yes, good thinking. Are you ready to read? Watch out for asteroids.
Now
Let's go.
we're going to start reading. And so here's our table of contents. So you're going to read the table of contents. To remember how important it is to preview those text features. After you read it, you'll click Reading Check. It will give you a question.
Look at the table of contents. On what page does the section astronauts ahead begin?
And so it's asking me to look at the table of contents and on what page does the selection Asteroids Ahead begin. So if I'll look at my table of contents, Asteroids Ahead, page 7, I'll click on page 7. I'm going to say done.
That's it.
And then again, you're going to read this and then you'll click on Reading Check to get your answers. I have enjoyed spending the last 3 days with you. I hope you've enjoyed learning about text features. I wish you the best of luck on the rest of your lessons, and I will see all of you soon. Bye.